Hello, my name is Steve McLean, and I'm Vice President of Insurance Solutions at MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is a global leader in business intelligence with roughly 100 insurance companies currently using our solutions. During today's presentation, we will review a few of the unique strengths and features of MicroStrategy, which make it the best choice for insurance businesses seeking to improve their bottom line by providing their employees, partners, and customers the capability of making better, more informed decisions. We'll conclude today's presentation with a brief demonstration of a business intelligence solution in the form of a profitability dashboard. MicroStrategy is well known for its best-in-class technology, but also invests in individuals who have a deep background in our most important vertical sectors. My background includes a number of years in both claims and underwriting positions at personal lines and commercial lines insurers, as well as over 10 years' experience in developing and marketing technology solutions for a variety of different sectors of the insurance industry. As many insurers are in the early stages of discovering the full potential of business intelligence, my focus at MicroStrategy is on ensuring that our customers and prospects are well informed of the full business value that our solutions can deliver. Insurers today are facing some relatively unique challenges. Operationally, most insurers may be conducting business in a relatively normal fashion, with combined ratios near normal levels. However, many insurers are facing a prolonged period of low profitability due to the substantial loss of investment gains as the global economy goes through a recession and a correction. In addition, the marketplace for personal lines is evolving as more consumers increase their understanding of insurance offerings and become more discriminating buyers. There's also an intensified competition as insurers expand into new channels and also net new entrants come into the underwriting and distribution space. Increased levels of competition tend to put additional pressure on rates, forcing executives to choose between competing for market share or enforcing underwriting and pricing discipline. All of these factors have exposed the need for insurers to more effectively use the strategic advantage located within their stores of data through solutions and tools that enable them to drive better business decisions and outcomes throughout their enterprise. MicroStrategy is uniquely architected to meet the most important needs of all players within the insurance industry. At a foundational level, our power is located within our scalability, or the ability to work with very large sums of data. Insurance is a data-intensive business, and certain key performance indicators may require the ability to analyze, aggregate, and model many years of individual policyholder data. Several of our insurance customers run MicroStrategy over databases with dozens of terabytes of data, while customers in other industries have used MicroStrategy to access databases with over a petabyte of data. Our scalability is second to none in the industry. Now, in addition to the strength offered by our tremendous scalability is the fact that our platform is very functionally complete, with tools to meet the needs of every type of business unit within an insurance company. All MicroStrategy functionality has been designed, built, and integrated into the platform on an organic basis, rather than purchased and bolted on, which has been a popular approach taken by some of our competitors. The end result is complete end-user functionality in the form of analytics and data mining, OLAP, also known as slice and dice functionality, dashboards, and reports and alerts. All of this functionality meets the needs of both high-intensity data users, such as actuaries, as well as relatively low-intensity data consumers, such as partners or policyholders. In addition to our powerful scalability and functional completeness, MicroStrategy's unique architecture also provides significant advantages in actual cost to own and operate. The MicroStrategy user interface is simple and intuitive, and it empowers end users to be less reliant on IT for simple changes. In addition, MicroStrategy can be viewed through a number of different interfaces, including web mobile devices, as well as through Microsoft Office solutions. This makes the business intelligence platform easier to use and low cost to own. And that means that MicroStrategy customers will enjoy more of the benefits that business intelligence can offer. We understand the simple fact that if a solution is not easy and intuitive, it will not be adopted and used. Our solutions are utilized throughout the insurance enterprise. This map represents some of the different solutions that have been implemented by our customers. While my primary focus is usually on distribution, claims, product management, and marketing, the flexibility of the platform permits a wide variety of applications in areas specific to this insurance domain, as well as shared services such as finance and human resources. Because the platform is so flexible and easy to configure, insurers can get started and realize immediate value by deploying a solution in a specific area, while a roadmap for a broader portion of the enterprise is under consideration. As a result, most insurers usually get started with a solution that addresses a specific or short-term need while developing the discipline and framework for a more comprehensive long-term approach. MicroStrategy solutions are utilized by companies in every corner of the insurance business, including large companies such as MetLife, smaller mid-market writers like Grange, direct writers such as Geico or 21st Century, companies that distribute through multiple channels such as Nationwide, annuity writers such as Pacific Life, commercial lines insurers like Amlin, reinsurance brokers like Guy Carpenter, or third-party administrators like Carl Warren. Big or small, any line of business, any geography, MicroStrategy has been proven as the leading business intelligence platform amongst insurers seeking to improve their operations through data-driven decisions. In sum, MicroStrategy solutions allow insurers to gain insight into the most critical processes, such as evaluating the type and volume of business sourced through their distribution channel, analyzing the profitability of an enterprise, a line of business, product, channel, or individual policyholder, retention analytics to either detect trends leading to proactive surrender prevention or reaching out to policyholders at risk of leaving, next best action strategies such as compelling cross-sell campaigns and offering, or decision analytics throughout the claims process. Only MicroStrategy can deliver significant bottom-line benefits through a single and complete, organically developed platform that provides insurers with the power to reach and effectively utilize vast amounts of customer data. We do this with a complete tool set meeting the needs of users throughout the enterprise, also at the absolute lowest possible cost to own and operate. While MicroStrategy is used in a variety of different applications, I'm now going to walk through a brief demonstration of how the platform may be utilized to provide precise profitability information. I'm now going to walk through a MicroStrategy dashboard, which is a simple way for an end user to visualize a large amount of data in a brief period of time. Dashboards are visualizations which compile vast numbers of reports in a format that enables an end user to understand and interact with complex trends and performance indicators. This dashboard represents a hypothetical view of how an insurer can visualize and interact with profitability data. The screen you now see represents the revenue and expense data associated with a policyholder named Julius Barber. We realize that it is unlikely that insurers would spend a significant amount of time analyzing data at the level of an individual policyholder. However, we wanted to demonstrate the power of MicroStrategy to analyze vast quantities of data, such as the revenue and expense data of potentially millions of policyholders over a number of years. Julius currently has a home policy with this insurer, and on the left you can see some aggregated revenue and expense data. On the bottom of the screen, we can look at the detailed data behind this summary on an annual basis, separated into revenue and expense amounts. In the main panel, the revenue and cost trending can be quickly reviewed on an annual or a cumulative basis. And it's easy to see that Mr. Barnes has been a profitable customer for a number of years. Cost data can be compared on an annual basis on the bottom of the screen. In this case, you can choose different years to view the contrasting amounts of different expense types. If we look at another policyholder, in this case Mr. Tyler Ohl, we can now see an individual that has multiple lines of business and has also suffered a property claim. Looking at Mr. Ohl's profitability on an annual basis indicates some swing between profit and loss. However, on a cumulative basis, it is possible to see that his revenue and expense drivers are roughly aligned and that he is on the path to long-term profitability. The reason we began with an individual policyholder was to emphasize the fact that MicroStrategy can analyze revenue and expense attributes, as well as metrics, at a granular level, then aggregate them into a number of different scenarios using our multi-dimensional model. Considering this, far more accuracy can be developed in critical performance indicators by providing end users with the flexibility to drill down or across to more granular data than they can by attempting to accurately allocate revenue and expense data that has been aggregated at a very high level. To demonstrate this, let's move over to a profitability by product or channel dash. Now, as we've seen in the previous panel, all of the metrics and attributes you see on this panel represent accurate aggregations of policyholder level data. In the upper left, you can view profit margin by product category or line of business. It's possible to choose any line of business, such as motor, which is indicated in blue, and the other panels on the page now represent information which is specific to motor. Below, we can now view some more specific information about motor policyholders, such as margin by revenue band, telling us whether high margin customers are those with low or high value policies. Continuing down the left side, we can also view the margin associated with policyholders that have been customers for a brief or lengthy period of time. What we see is that motor customers with relatively new, lower valued policies have the highest margin. In the upper right, we can review the margin associated with the different products within the motor line of business. And here we note that boat cover has the highest margin, while motorcycle is the lowest. In the middle and lower right, we can view how revenue and cost trends over time, as well as the specific allocation of the various categories of revenue and cost. Just as we looked at margin by product, we can do the same thing along the dimension of channel by choosing the channel button in the upper right of this panel. We can now investigate the margins associated with the various distribution channels of this insurer. Understanding that distribution metrics are critically important for an insurer, and using these profitability measures, it would be possible to ascertain which channel provides the best margin. If an insurer only operates in a single channel, then this measure could be on a different dimension, such as geography or distributor. In this case, we can see that the direct channel, utilized by this multi-channel insurer, provides the highest margin, and by choosing the direct channel in the upper left, you can see similar breakdowns of margin by revenue band, loyalty band, and the different channels, in this case, internet and call center, within the direct channel hierarchy. Our final panel is focused on the analysis of revenue and costs. Starting with the revenue side of the equation, and the majority of revenue collected by an insurer is in the form of premium, we can view a number of different dimensions. In the lower left, we can view some information on demographics of our policyholders, such as which group, ranging from singles through dual income without kids, young families, mature families, and retired, generates the highest amount of revenue. We can do the same thing with revenue band, as well as loyalty group. And this was similar as done with reviewing margin, only in this case we're actually looking at actual revenue generated. Here we can see that mature families generate the most revenue. However, lower valued policies associated with newer policyholders generate the most premium. This indicates that this insurer may be embarking upon a strategy of acquiring market share by attracting new policyholders. On the right side, we can view revenue trends over time, noting when our premium income is generated during a policy year. We can also view revenue by product and revenue variance during the policy year. The far right includes a space to define how the metrics were derived, such as the definition of revenue. Just as we had the ability to view both products and channels, We also provide the capability to examine both revenue and expenses. As such, we can now look at the same set of metrics and attributes around customer demographics, noting that while mature families contributed a significant amount of revenue, their cost contribution is relatively low. Similar cost metrics are available for the other familiar measures, such as revenue band and loyalty group, variance over time, and cost by product and cost variance. In summary, this view of profitability is an example of how an insurer can utilize the MicroStrategy platform to optimize their operations. The data displayed in this example dashboard was comprehensive, reflecting the access to data that would be enjoyed by a C-level officer. By utilizing the strength of the security and authentication functions within the MicroStrategy platform, this same dashboard could be deployed to any number of users. However, the information rendered would be limited based upon the role of the individual. This is an example of the user-friendliness and low cost of ownership of MicroStrategy, enabling the reuse of existing components and design of an effective dashboard by many users, rather than requiring a separate design and administration of the visualization based upon user type. This concludes today's presentation. Should you have any questions or comments regarding MicroStrategy in general, or today's content, please do contact us at the number or address on the screen.